I don't mind making jokes, but I don't want to look like one, said Marilyn Monroe. Our appearance matters a lot. All our social life is surrounded and involves a lot about our appearance. And when you talk about appearance, it's not only about the confidence. We all are born with our own body traits, skin color, hair color, the different attributes of our features all matter to us on an individual basis. But when we are in a public place, only that matters is confidence. But there's something about us that we always wonder about when we look in the mirror. It's the hair. Yes, today we're going to talk about hair fall remedies, with whom our very doctor on the house, Dr. Ambika Nair. She is the chief consultant and director of Santhigram group of companies. Let's welcome her to the show in Aware and Care. Namaskaram, doctor.
Namaskaram, Madhavi. How are you?
All very good, doctor. I just mentioned about hair and look at you, how pretty and beautiful you're looking and with your tresses. Hair has so many words, from storybooks that we've read as little kids. We spoke about Rapunzel. And then as we grow up, we've started seeing so many ads in the television or in the magazines, which revolve around how your hair is, known as mane, tresses, the crowning glory, and so many other words that are used for hair. Today, let's talk about a little about hair fall remedies. I think it's a very common problem, right from childhood to adulthood to seniorhood. Everybody is concerned about hair. Now, let us first start with understanding the texture and the anatomy of hair.
Yeah, actually, in Ayurveda, it is called a Shiro Roga if the
Uh-huh.
hair fall is there.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is actually related with the diseases.
Mhm.
Not only Kapha, Vata, Pitta, but there are so many other diseases also, you know, uh, along with that.
Mhm.
Because these diseases only make the, like if it is like a hypothyroidism,
Mhm.
so the parathyroid does not work, the calcium will not be absorbed in the body,
Mhm.
vitamin D deficiency, this all makes, the hair very prettily. And hair is made of protein. So,
Mhm.
and the keratin, so you need to have protein, more intake of protein in the body. But
Okay.
let's talk about the diseases.
Let's talk about the disease. Absolutely. We will
Diseases.
also
Yeah,
get to
because
that.
absolutely. Yeah, because actually we will not know then what I am talking. Okay.
Absolutely. Hair is a simple structure and it has a lot of functions when it comes to social functioning. So, when we want to talk about remedies, we need to understand what are the problems. Today, children, babies who are born, first thing parents are looking at whether the child or the baby has head full of hair. And as they are growing in, everybody's hair structure or texture is spoken about. Let's start about understanding what are the different hair fall problems. We've heard very common things like alopecia or pregnancy related hair fall, thyroid related hair fall, or any other things which you would like to explain to our viewers.
Actually, there is a big issue like seborrhea
Mm-hmm.
because greasy hair, but like the follicles will be like because the root will be just going out. That is one of the things, and the dandruff will be engulfed over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see how the when they children will tell like because okay whenever we wash the hair, total it comes with the root.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a dandruff. This sebaceous gland is like that is totally infected over there. So
Okay.
the dandruff is also there. That's why it fall off like that,
Uh-huh.
greasy.
Uh-huh.
So in this case, because actually they will go to the grocery store or any shop or anywhere like that, they will buy the oils, but it will
Okay.
become more greasy. Again, the hair fall will be like more
Oh,
instead of getting benefit, but it will only increase.
this,
That's
this,
the
this.
that's the place where you need the attention of a Ayurvedic doctor
Oh, okay.
because
So,
they will see
Doctor,
the
as you're mentioning dandruff, so I think this is one of the problems also. Like I just mentioned alopecia, pregnancy-related thyroid. Dandruff also is one of the factors where people face hair fall. Now, you just mentioned that the hair is greasy. The person also has dandruff, but there is always this impression that you have dandruff because your skin is dry. Is this a myth
what.
or is it a fact?
No, it is a fact that because actually dandruff is because of the vata, dry skin.
Okay.
Okay, that is one of the, I'll come to that actually.
Uh-huh.
So this seborrhea, because actually, like nowadays I get a lot of, doctor, I have like so much of dandruff, but it is not the dandruff, normal dandruff. It is adherent with the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So it is seborrhea. Sometimes the infection also will be there. Then they go to the dermatologist and they take, antibiotics and all those things. And again, they come back to us because it will not go away just like that.
Uh-huh.
So the treatment is entirely different. Why they get this disease has to be treated properly.
Oh.
Okay. Then the medicines will be different. Their diet will be different. Everything will be different actually.
Mm-hmm.
But whereas, like just like that, you can see that their hair is like matted. Even in Sabori, it used to be matted. Some
Uh-huh.
people, there is no life. You can see hardly anything. Like, what do you say, that three, four hair only.
Uh-huh.
Hardly any hair. So
Okay.
these are like a vata type, very dry, brittle hair.
Mm-hmm.
So not only their hair, nails, skin, bones, everything will be like bones will be crackling, dry
Uh-huh.
skin will be there, and when you check them, they will have very bad constipation. Their sleep will not be proper. So
Uh-huh.
these are vata type.
Okay.
Okay, so then comes the even like a pitta type also. Pitta type, that the same they may have some, like anxiety disorders.
Uh-huh.
Sleep is not good. So sleep is also one of the major factor which involves, like in your hair care. If the
Okay.
sleep is good, that you will be much, much better.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've never heard this. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing that, hair care and sleep also matter. So we'll do one thing. We will go a step by step with all the problems. We just spoke about dandruff and dandruff related hair fall. So let's also talk about the remedies for dandruff related hair fall.
Dandruff related, because if it is like a kapha related, it is kapha related,
Uh-huh.
kapha pitta related. So, like we will see whether the person has any allergic rhinitis or sinusitis or any other hormonal imbalance,
Mm-hmm.
whether it is hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. Then we do treat, like panchakarma will be given to them.
Mm-hmm.
First we explain them where they went wrong, that correction.
Okay.
Okay. So like then their diet will be different. Everything, attributes to the growth of the hair.
Uh-huh.
It really helps a lot.
Okay.
Then how
So,
to wash, what medicines they use,
oh, okay.
what remedies they should use, everything, what care they should take at home. That
Mm-hmm.
is also more important.
So haircut is a very personal choice, but when a person's head, a scalp is infected with so much of dandruff, would you recommend them to keep their hair short? If it's a woman, of course, for men, they have their own choices too.
No, actually, you see, Madhavi, everything may not be like a dandruff. It can be an eczema also, because even
Okay.
it's psoriasis also.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually, we have to differentiate what is the real case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then only, like, then if it is short, if it is like a very bad eczema, like weeping eczema and all, so
Mm-hmm.
matting up the hair will be there, pus formation will be there. They won't be able to, then we tell them to go and cut their hair short.
Okay.
Some people they will, like nowadays it's a fashion to keep the head, shaved.
Uh-huh.
So that also they will go and do it. That all they will do it.
That's okay. So that is regarding dandruff. Now let's come to another problem. I know there are a lot of questions coming up. Please ask Dr. Nair
No,
about
no,
this
no. Please,
particular.
please. Okay.
So this is dandruff related we spoke about. Now, a very common term, and I'm sure it's a vast subject for you to even cover in the next 30 minutes, alopecia. What are the stages or how does one define alopecia? How do you know somebody suffering from alopecia? And is it?
Alopecia means first of all thinning of the hair.
Mm-hmm.
We see that there is no strength in the hair. Hair falls off very fast. And whatever you are losing, see, hair fall is there actually, but the hair growth, like it will stay like 2 to 6 years, the hair will be staying. But
Okay.
in between only it will fall off. But, from that follicle, other hair will always come. But here,
Okay.
what will happen? Whatever you lose, it will not come back.
Oh.
So when it does not come back, you can see because the gap will be more.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like few hair here and there. First, the thinning starts. Then
Mm-hmm.
it spreads like that. Again, you can see after some time, hair has become very very thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people alopecia comes like in circular form also. Certain
Uh-huh.
areas you lose. There are so many types of alopecia. So
Yes.
in between also they will use like some like a few areas you will see that there is no hair.
Oh,
but there won't be any itching or anything. But few people will complain that there was itching over there. So there may
oh,
be an infection over there. So we have to treat for the infection. Once, 90% I have seen it is hormonal imbalance and some medicine related also.
okay.
Yeah.
So when you mentioned about hormonal, I definitely want to just cover by on this aspect very quickly. There was a time when people thought as you're aging, alopecia sets in. But today we see that very young kids, also teenagers who are just hitting puberty, or they also suffer from alopecia. What is the connection between hormones, or is it an immunity-based problem also? Why do you
Yeah.
see so many more cases in recent times, alopecia hitting
Yes.
people at an early age?
Especially proper nutrition is not there
Hmm.
and very poor immunity. Not only that, excess coloring, they use actually different colors because that is actually an abuse of the
Okay.
hair.
Uh-huh.
So this all the chemicals, that too much, like overuse of the chemicals, I should say. So naturally that will become brittle and the hair goes away. The
Okay.
texture goes away. Then you can see your hair was very good. Later it turned like, like a choir. There
All
is
right. Yeah.
nothing like that. Then
Uh-huh.
slowly, it start brittle, like it just comes out. Yeah.
So,
And early graying, yeah,
uh-huh,
early graying, everything comes in that
comes
only.
along with it.
Yeah.
So, alopecia by itself, there's so many products which are available in the market, and people, it's a billion dollar, multi-billion dollar industry.
Yes.
People are fooled into so many products. There's so many gimmicks out going there.
I
But
know.
when it comes to Ayurveda, it takes from the internal aspect about what is actually causing alopecia. There is also this talk that many a times anybody who's losing hair first looks at their parents and then they say, "Oh, it's hereditary. I can't do anything about it."
See, actually, so many, like children also comes to me like this.
Hmm.
When we ask, the history, so they will tell that hormonal imbalance is there. Some parents are with the Parkinson, paternal or maternal. So, so any other diseases they had, any head injuries.
Oh,
So this all contributing factors for this.
okay. And
Like
what?
we ask them what they eat, what's their food, what food they eat, especially
Mhm,
in the hostels and all. No, they don't take the wholesome food.
mhm.
Very little, like one or two food means they will be taking only pizza means continuous pizza. But
Oh,
pizza is also good. I don't say that because what the children can eat, but they should take not only proteins, little bit vegetables also they need. But egg is also very good. Some vegetarians are there, they cannot take it, so they can go for tofu, grilled tofu, and all. It's good for them.
good, good for the hair.
And
Okay,
sprouts they can use because you need more protein actually.
okay, yeah.
Then
The,
our moong dal is there.
mhm.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Nair, like I was just mentioning that alopecia itself is such a vast topic. We'll definitely take it into little parts and see how we can cover. So we just spoke about this problem called alopecia. Now let's talk about a little bit about remedies for alopecia from Ayurvedic perspective, point of view. Also, there are
Remedies, yeah, in general, like because that's what I told. We have to find the root cause actually.
okay.
So even one remedy I can tell anybody can take it actually, Chawanaprash.
The
Okay,
regular Chyawanprash, or there's
it should
something
be,
different?
you know, it's we have very good Chawanaprash, okay, because actually it will not be very, like sweet because it is rich with the medicines.
So, doctor,
Okay,
you just mentioned it is not sweet. So, I definitely want to ask you here. We've all grown up with Chyawanprash. So, Chyawanprash is supposed to be sweet, bitter, or sour, or what is an actual taste of Chyawanprash?
little sour and bitter,
It is sour, not on the sweet side.
not on the sweet side.
Okay. Okay. Coming back to the more of solutions and remedies for alopecia, we've heard a lot about onion juice therapy or trying different kinds of oils. Your expert advice on that?
See, onion and all we can use it, but when there, see, the cause has to be treated, Madhavi,
Yes.
that's what I'm telling. If
Hmm.
you really treat for the root cause, the hair will come back. How many cases we are doing actually? So it's not that, but see, like even cancer patients, that how they, but they come back with their hair.
Right.
So that is also there. But
So that
like
is a very good example that you gave, that there is hope that hair can come back. It all starts with
it can come back. It
internal
can come back
cleansing.
because I have seen the cases like that, and I'm doing also the cases like that.
Okay. So we just spoke about dandruff related remedies and alopecia related remedies. Of course, Santhigram group of companies. We are talking to the director and chief consultant, Dr. Ambika Nair. Now, I know many young women out there are looking for the remedies for pregnancy, post-pregnancy related hair fall and remedies.
Yeah,
Your
post-pregnancy, because
recommendations.
actually their hormonal imbalance
Mm-hmm,
and their diet.
mm-hmm,
So we have to see whether it is due to iron deficiency, because postpartum means they must have lost a lot of blood during the delivery. So the care has to be given. That's why like in Kerala, after the delivery we have like a proper panchakarma therapy.
okay.
Okay, so that is given after the delivery.
Uh-huh.
That also like according to the condition, maybe 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, if any backache or anything like that. Backache means this is all calcium deficiency,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
vitamin D deficiency. So people like they go and buy all these biotics. Okay, this one, that one I am taking. Like I will have no problem, but still they come with, because when they fail only they come to Ayurveda. Otherwise they will go and buy some oils and all. But
Okay.
here, when they, we see whether it is due to their digestion, whether
Mm-hmm.
any liver issues are there, whether any other inflammations are there. Ladies means some any other inflammation like any urinary tract infection, any like pelvic inflammation. All
Mm-hmm.
this inflammation in body means it will always react. The hair fall will be there, and even
So,
psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, even normal arthritis,
so,
PCOD.
uh-huh. So, Dr. Nair, when you talk about post-pregnancy hair fall, we see a lot of products in the market which promise and assure the mother to be that your hair will not fall after the pregnancy. Of course, from Ayurveda perspective, are there any recommendations, suggestions which are or would be mother could try before?
Neelafringadi is there. If you are a Vata person, like dryness is there means you can always use little dandruff. If more dandruff, you should consult the doctor. Otherwise, Neelafringadi is there. Even if you have like any like sinus issues, so to calm it down, we have like Asana Manjishtadi.
Uh-huh.
There are so many internal medicines also. People will ask, I don't want anything to take internally, but if you have a problem like that, then we need to give you like a Manjishtadi, even Kanchana Gulgulu,
Mm-hmm.
Navayasam, Loha. So all these things, like even Shangaparpam. There are so many, like Rasayana Kriya is done after the Panchakarma, because if you have a serious issues, you should come for the Panchakarma. You should consult the doctor and you should come for the Panchakarma. After the Panchakarma, we will be giving you Rasayana Kriya. Then you
Uh-huh.
can see that the Rasayana, what you need, that time only we will be able to tell you. Then you can see that how you will be taken care. There is
Okay.
no doubt in that.
So these rasayanas that you mentioned, especially for women who've just delivered babies, is it okay for them to take even if they're
Yes,
breastfeeding?
yes, that is very nice for the baby also. Baby also will be healthy.
Okay. So
Okay.
there is no effect on the baby
No, no,
and
no, no, no. Effect will be there. Baby will get more, immunity. That's all.
okay,
That is
that
the
sounds
side
so
effect.
positive. That's a side effect. So let's come to one more problem of hair fall that is health related, after a flu, thyroid related issues, or any major disease. Um, Ayurveda also supports and has remedies for those kind of problems, hair fall.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we have like, because that when we are see like we in Ayurveda we don't treat only one disease. We do treat the person as a human being.
Hmm.
So we see that after the pulse analysis only we'll be seeing them properly, and we see that whatever we are doing it will help in like by all the problems will be taken care.
Hmm. Uh, Dr. Nair, I know this sounds a little silly, but I know
No, no, no,
many,
no.
many,
Ask me.
many out there are also wondering, is there anything in the world that can stop hair fall completely? I mean, yes, what is a normal hair fall expected? 20 threads of hair, or is it more? Or do you expect that, okay, if your hair is falling after 50 years or after 45th year, it is normal, it's okay to calm down? Or is there
No,
something that you can
Madhavi,
completely
hair fall
stop?
is natural.
Okay.
Only thing that a regrowth has to be there. Regrowth has to be there.
Regrowth
Hair
is the
fall
word.
is natural because actually it is shedding and then it will come out and
Uh-huh.
it will regrow also. But like, see, if the person is not covering their head and working in a very dusty area, so
Mm-hmm.
naturally, because there will be a skin inflammation. Okay, so naturally the hair will go away. So that care has to be taken. See, for hair, you need a care. You have to take care of the hair like how you take care of the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oiling, shampooing. We don't use much shampoos actually. Even I don't use actually.
Mm-hmm.
Hibiscus is there. There are so many, Rita. There are so many things available in the market now. But
Uh-huh.
be sure that you get the proper product.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of using the shampoos, you can use it. People will ask, because it will be sticky. It will not be sticky. There are this all, like a little time you need to spend for your beauty also.
Okay. And of course, a very common question which is popping up with many parents, parents of teenagers, boys or girls, the styling treatments, the gels, hairsprays, the colors that they're using, the ironing that they do, and the perms that they use. They do expect and they do see that there is hair fall happening after that. Is there a way to stop that, curb that, and are there remedies for that also in Ayurveda?
First of all, like because I cannot say that they don't go and do all those things actually.
Mm-hmm.
After, like you're done, take care of your hair by at least oiling,
Mm-hmm.
or there are so many masks, even hibiscus and the coriander, tulsi,
Mm-hmm.
along with the yogurt, you can make a paste and apply on your scalp
Okay.
so that you don't lose the hair, like because otherwise after like 1 or 2 years you will be left without any hair.
Okay. So the coriander, when you said, is it coriander leaves or coriander
Leaves,
grains?
leaves, leaves,
Leaves.
leaves.
I know everybody will be curious to know what is the next aspect of that.
No, no, no,
Uh,
no. It is very nice actually, and
mhm.
not only that, even the color actually.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'll come up with the next one another, like session.
Yes, we
Okay,
should do
because
a
there are
complete
so
beauty
yeah.
series for our viewers. Um, Dr. Nair, we were just mentioning about teenagers and hairstyle. It's not only about teenagers. Everybody likes a different hairstyle after a certain time. They go in for coloring and other aspects. A very common question which every parent or every office goer faces is oiling their hair. How often should somebody oil their hair to prevent hair fall?
In this busy world, at least weekly once. Warm it up. First of all, because if you have dandruff and all, you can oil the hair like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Mild dandruff. I'm not telling you too much. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you wash your hair properly and dry it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Otherwise, at least weekly once. If you do it, you will get a very beautiful hair without any problem.
And what kind of shampoos would you recommend for
I
the weekly treatment?
actually, I told you, hibiscus is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So any shampoo which is hibiscus based should be
Hibiscus
good.
is very nice because actually it promotes the hair growth also. Amla is also there.
Mm-hmm.
Our Indian shampoos are very good because I'm talking about Ayurvedic shampoos.
Okay.
But some, like anyway, be careful when you buy the stuff.
And think the best is take the shampoo bottle, go and meet Dr. Ambika Nair and
No, no,
ask her.
no, 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 no. No, no, no.
Okay, this is a problem which I am sure right now is being curtailed, and of course, the schools and many people, when you travel international, they do go to a doctor's checkup to check whether your scalp is lice infected. There is hair
Yes.
fall related to lice infestation also, and the people take it very seriously. It's not like the earlier times that it just goes away. So, hair fall related to lice bites. Your suggestions?
Yeah, because actually it is infectious also,
Mm-hmm.
like a cluster formation, no?
Uh-huh.
So naturally, then like then that will come in a very different way.
Uh-huh.
That infestation has to be treated properly,
Uh-huh.
and we have to see that there won't be anything left out. No eggs will be left out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is treatment possible for that also at
Oh,
Santhigram Group of
everything
Companies.
is available. Everything is available now.
And Dr. Naya, we are just coming closer to the fall and winter months, and there used to be a time, as from the place that I have grown up, when you had a good hair bath after a good oil massage. We would sit in the sun for 5-10 minutes and let the hair dry out on its own. But today, those things are not possible. We use a lot of hair dryers to dry our hair faster. We would love to hear from you and know from you what is the easiest and comfortable way to get your hair dried fast. And I also see that you have such beautiful tresses. How do you manage that?
See, actually, I cannot say that I never used hair dryer, because if I had to go very fast or something like that, I use. Otherwise, I use the towel only. I don't use it actually. So I keep it open sometime, and I find some time for myself.
You find time for yourself. That is the key
Yes.
word for the entire series, Aware and Care, that you have to find time for yourself. There is no problem, it is very good. Prevent it. But if there is a problem, it is time to address it by meeting the right doctors at the right time. And of course, the series is all about that, mind and body together. So, Dr. Nair, as we're almost about to wind up the show, any particular aspect that you want to cover in hair fall remedies?
Yeah, in hair fall remedy, what you have to do is that that even like coconut oil,
Mm-hmm,
10 drops. If you have a very good hair, 10-15 drops. You can massage it at night.
mm-hmm.
Okay, then you just comb your hair at least for 10 minutes. You can see the miracle growth.
Wow. Just with coconut oil,
Yeah,
warmed coconut oil.
see, I told you, if you don't have any other issues,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
any
I
other
get it.
issues
Yeah.
means, yeah, then we have to take care of that. Otherwise, like a 10-15 drops. If you have very little hair, use only 5 drops. Otherwise, it will become greasy. So
Okay.
this will absorb, because
Mm-hmm.
actually vata is very dry. Dry means like, because your nourishment, everything will be like incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this takes care a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can apply like 5 drops of even coconut oil on your foot also, so
Uh-huh.
that it will promote your good sleep.
Okay. That sounds all very good to us. And we come to the favorite part of the show, home remedies. Any foods or any natural herbs that you recommend people can use without consultation too, and in moderation, that would help
Yeah,
maintaining the hair growth.
they can actually wash the hair. Now tulsi is very easily available now.
Mm-hmm.
Tulsi and neem, you can make like boil it
Mm-hmm.
equal quantity. You can wash the hair.
Okay.
Okay, then like include. I told you, if you are vegetarian also, you can include tofu.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, if you are non-vegetarian, you can include eggs in your food.
Okay.
Actually, egg white is also very good. But like if you are diabetic, your cholesterol is there, because ghee. I tell them, we have like so many rasayanams, Maharaja Prasaranyadi. There are so many things, that medicines are there. But according to them only, we will see and we'll give. So this
Mm-hmm.
can be used. Okay, so that will be taken care in that. So this
Thank
is
you
all,
so much.
like,
This is
but they can include a lot of green vegetables.
green vegetables. Okay.
Green vegetables are there. Meat is also they can eat. In Ayurveda also we have, like, we advise them to eat meat and all. It's not that in Ayurveda we tell them not to eat meat.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we
What
clarify
is
lots
their
of myths and
deficiency,
facts
we
here.
advise them.
Okay.
According to the deficiency, we advise them.
So,
For
Dr. Nair, for every consultation, you need to see your patient and understand everything about the patient. But in today's time, during COVID, virtual consultations are happening. So, when it comes to hair fall in a consultation with you, does virtual consultation help, or you have to physically see the patient?
no, 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 no. Virtual consultation also helps a lot, because I'll be asking so many other questions also. No?
Okay.
Actually, when I see only, I'll be able to diagnose. Then they tell them, like, how you know it. You are not even touching the pulse. That is another crazy thing. But like, I'm seeing the patients directly also. There is no problem. People
So,
are
I think
coming,
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we follow all the protocol.
Hmm.
Okay, and we are doing the therapy. Panchakarma treatment started also now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds very good. Thank you, Dr. Ambika Nair. This was a wonderful episode. I look forward to the next episode with you on Aware and Care. Until then, Namaskaram. Thank you.
Thank you.